We live on the division sign. The division sign is exactly what the words are telling us. Di means two or double, and vision. The line represents our flat plane that we're currently on. The two dots are the black sun and the white sun. The white sun is above our head, and the black sun is beneath our feet. Here's a rough diagram showing this. They're at opposing ends of each other and at the same time are one of the same. How can I say this? Well, one light hole is a black hole, and the reverse is true as well. It's a universal law that energy cannot be contained. At the moment, we are fractalized beings. One piece of DNA has all of the information your body uses to form you, and this is identical to holograms. In a hologram, the whole object can be reconstructed from a small part of the hologram. Just to make my point clear, a hologram can be broken up into small pieces, and each one will enable the whole of the original object to be imaged. Cloning never requires a large chunk of your body. One skin cell, for instance, is enough. All the cells in a person's body have the same DNA and the same genes. We've been fractalized. We are holograms. The proof is in what we are made of. Holograms appear three-dimensional but are really just two-dimensional objects that have had lasers shown on them. We are two-dimensional at the moment but appear three-dimensional. Last year, an article came out in the Physical Review Letters stating that the universe might be two-dimensional, except we perceive it as three-dimensional. It hypothesized that the flat surface of the universe contains all the information we need to sense three dimensions, much like a hologram. Our DNA is carbon-based. Carbon, as we know, has 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons, 666. We already have the mark of the beast on us. There is a mathematical and numerical link between ancient alphabets and our DNA. Yahweh is a 4-letter word. 4 is the number of the tetragrammaton. The tetragrammaton represents the name of the creator using 4 letters, while only using 3 from the Hebrew alphabet, Yud, Vav, and He, which is used twice. Similarly, DNA contains 4 nucleotide letters, but read only 3 at a time. The name Yahweh is no more static than the DNA sequences and can be rearranged for different functions. Rearranged, these letters make the names Haya, which means was, Hoveh, which means is, and Yihiyeh, which means will be. The tetragrammaton represents the God computer, which is projecting our reality. This tetragrammaton, which we refer to the god El, isn't inherently bad, but it has a sort of virus in it. Archons and reptilians have flooded this plane, and by successfully redirecting the collective's energy towards satanic principles, that is exactly what is being reflected back. Yahweh, El, whatever you want to call this computer deity, it's projecting back what the collective intention is putting forth. We are living inside of a projection of Saturn. When I say Saturn, I don't mean the physical planet of Saturn, because we live in an enclosed flat plane. Nothing escapes, nothing comes in. Astrologically, Saturn represents authority, limitation, and confines, and that's exactly what we're seeing on this plane. I'd like to mention that Saturn is another name for Satan. One is early Latin and one is late Latin. The cube, ring, and hexagram are all symbols of Saturn, and they're throughout our lives. In company logos, in sculptures, in flags, in architecture, it's everywhere. This is Saturn worship, which is Satan worship, which is directing energy towards limitation. Again, we're two-dimensional beings at the moment, but appear to be three-dimensional. These aren't our original bodies, and they're holograms just like the world we're living in. And you don't even have to look past science to let that sink in. We know that the quantum behavior of particles shows that reality appears not to exist until it's actually measured. Physicist Tom Campbell expands on this in his book series, My Big Toe. Most of what he says is based on conventional science, but he does highlight the virtual reality we're all in. He answers the age-old question: if a tree falls in the forest and there's nobody there to hear it, does it make a sound? And the answer is no. There's no tree or forest until someone is there to get a data stream of the forest. If consciousness is directed towards something, it exists. Don't confuse what I'm saying. This doesn't make everything null and void. We can move, talk, and think in this hologram, but this hologram is absolutely trapping us. Rich Terrile, one of NASA's scientists, has even suggested that our creator is a computer programmer. There's an energetic grid placed on our flat plane, and this is working with the moon to create interfering waves that are further locking this reality in confining constructs. In the Bible's book Genesis, Adam was the grid and Eve was the moon, made from a part of the grid. I have a video explaining that for more info. We're on the grid, the checkerboard. The checkered floors in Freemasonic temples are often considered to mean duality. The checkerboard is emblematic of the free will we have in a polarized world. Polarization happens when people become divided into contrasting groups, so this concept of duality is not a good thing, because we have to become whole and complete, not divided and dual. A duel, as we know, is a fight between opposing forces. At the core, the checkerboard made of black and white represents the black sun and the white sun that have been separated from our consciousness. We see the checkerboard all throughout media. So the white and black sun are two suns but are also one in the same. One side of a light hole is a black hole. Look at this diagram of a supposed black hole. We're given a few parts: the singularity, the accretion disk, and the event horizon. The accretion disk is a flattened band of spinning matter around the event horizon. We're told the event horizon is a type of one-way membrane. It's the point of no return. When an object crosses the event horizon, it's inevitably sucked into this hole. Look at the word event horizon. We can break this up into everyone enter her eye zone. This word is telling us a black hole isn't something that's out there, but at the center of our plane where we must enter. Why her eye zone? Because our Earth, our Divine Mother, is feminine. The singularity of a black hole is the point where density and gravity become infinite and space-time curves infinitely. It's where the laws of physics cease to operate. So we go into a singularity upon entering the I zone at the center of our plane. The singularity event proposed by Ray Kurzweil is the dawning of a new civilization that enables us to transcend our biological limitations. Among many reasons, this future event has been placed in the public consciousness to coincide with the black hole's singularity, where upon entering we achieve everlasting life, and therefore transcend our biological limitations, these bodies that are holographic prisons. Most black hole depictions show a light ring around the hole, and in the NASA photos of the sun, we see blackness hiding behind the light. This is rubbing in our face exactly what I'm saying. One side of a light hole is a black hole. Upon entering the I zone of the center, we enter a place powered by the opposing force of our black sun. We are shown on black hole renderings that there is a jet trailing out of the center. This is akin to what's happening on our flat plane. We have the astral jet, what we call the aurora borealis, coming out of the center hole. Borealis, simply put, contains bore in it. Bore is short for borehole. A borehole in engineering is a deep hole made in the ground to get water. The name aurora borealis is telling us this isn't some light made from electrons colliding with the atmosphere like we're told. This is a light pouring out of a hole. So we live on a grid. This reality is holographic, and somehow we've been uploaded here.